Well, hello, 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 hello. This is Anthony Cordova, the Soul Reader. The show will be starting in approximately 2 minutes. Approximately 2 minutes. So if you're listening to the show in replay, you can fast forward past this spot and get right into the show. Right into the show. Also, just some housekeeping so you can know these things about Fireside. If when I'm on video, if I don't fit the frame like I'm supposed to, just pinch it down, squeeze it down, and I will come right into frame. And also remember, you can react during the show. You can hit any of the three emojis across the bottom, which is the laugh sound, the clap sound, or the party sound. And hit those anytime during the show, and we will see it and hear it, actually. And so will you, and so will the whole audience and me. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Also, remember that on this show, I do free psychic readings. Free psychic readings. And my psychic readings tend to focus on you. But in most cases, if you have a loved one that's passed on, that's on the other side, in most cases, I can connect to them also. So if there's some things you want to know about your loved ones or something you always wanted to say to them after they've passed on, just let me know and we'll get right to it. Well, the show will be starting in about 30 seconds, so please stand by. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Soul Reader. I'm your host, Anthony Cordova, Tony C., the man about love. And I'm happy that you're here, especially if you're listening in replay, which is cool. Anyway, here we are again. We're still here. We're still here. Another episode of the Soul Reader. And as I said, I'm your host, Anthony Cordova. I am a psychic natural born empath, so you all know what a psychic is. But what I do best and my strongest feature is that I am a empath, which means I feel people's emotions. So that's kind of how I communicate when I do a reading. Also, when I connect to people on the other side, people that have passed on, that's also how I communicate. Um, when I read you and I connect to you, it allows me to connect to your loved one, the person you are seeking out. And the way I do that is I feel their emotions on the other side. I feel who they are. And then I have to translate that into words of what I'm feeling. Well, again, welcome if you're here listening in replay or if you're in the live audience. But I don't see anyone at this time. The episode tonight is episode 22, and the title is We Are Many and One. We are many and one. And I'm going to talk about that in just a few moments. Remember, you can get a free psychic reading here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can, get that free psychic reading, and I can help you out with things. I can help you with connecting to someone on the other side. I can help you if you're just feeling lost in your life, you're just feeling lost and kind of not knowing which way to go, or maybe you're thinking, what's the point? Why are we here? Why are we on this planet? What's the point of life? What are we supposed to do while we're here? Which I can help with that also. And Jill, do we have someone in the audience? I think I see someone.
Yes, you see Cher.
Hello, Cher. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad you're here. If you've never been here before, uh, the show is a soul reader, and I do free psychic readings here. So if you would like one, just let us know. The easiest way to do that would be to hit the ask button. And once you click that, you can type in a comment that you would like a psychic reading. And we'll get you one. We'll get you on the list and we'll get you started. Uh, let's see. What else have I made? Remember, I have a website if you want to know more about me. And the website is knowtobestill.com, which is KNOW number two, letter B, still.com. And then you can learn just a little bit more about me. Also, you can tap the fortune cookie. That's the scroll of words going by. You could tap that and it'll take you to all of my information also. So I'd love for you to check me out, which will be cool. And by the way, I love doing this show. It just makes me really excited. I've been doing passive readings for, I don't know, 30 years or so. Now I decided to do it publicly, and it really fulfills my need to help and connect to people, which we are all love, and we should connect to each other. Okay, let's get to the topic of this episode. And then after that, if you want a reading, I will do a reading then. So, we are many and one. We're many and we're one also. So, what do I mean by that? As we know, there's a lot of people in this world, and we tend not to connect to each other. We tend to separate ourselves from each other in this neighborhood or that neighborhood, or by color, or by race, by ethnicity. So we're just separating ourselves, trying to make one race feels that they are better than another race and all of that, and everybody's different. But in reality, we're not really all different. In reality, we're all human beings, and we should try to love each other. Unfortunately, we don't do that. We don't. We're just running around, just running around this world, and thinking that material things are what life is about, and money is what life is about, and that is not what life is about. So when I say we are many in one, I'm talking about we should learn to be one, one with each other, learn to love one another. Much better connection. It gets into the way I look at everything, which is a positive and a negative. So, is this a positive thing we're doing or a negative thing we're doing? So, when we talk about separating ourselves from each other and trying to make ourselves feel better than someone else, and we do that. It's human nature. It's like people can't help it. Yeah, it can't help it. They can't help wanting to put someone else down so they can feel better about themselves. Humans do it every single day, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. That is not what the creator intended. And it doesn't matter how you feel or what religion you are or whether you believe this planet was created by a big bang or whether we evolved. We all were created in the same image. We all are human beings. That's the commonality that we have, and that is what we should be attracted to. That's what we should, how we should look at ourselves. Again, but we don't. But we really are one. Uh, Also, if you want to see proof that we are one, other than we're all human beings and we can see that every day. So, being one and being connected. So, we've got a lot of people like me on this planet, people that are psychics or empaths, and we all have different types of gifts. And some people can physically heal people. Some people can almost instantly heal people from mental illness. Um, some of us, also like me, can connect to people that have passed on, people on the other side. If we were not truly connected to each other, I would not be able to do what I do. I would not be able to do a reading for you and then connect to one of your siblings that I've never met that might be on the other side of the world. That's a connection. So even though we don't see it, it's still there. So when people like me and psychics and everything, when we do this, we're truly showing you that we are connected as people. And that's why it's very easy for me to say we're connected. It's very easy for me to say I love you. And I do. I love you. I love that you're here in this show. You don't have to be here. If you're in the audience, you don't have to be here. And I love you, not just for being here, but I love you because of the person you are. And even for the people that I don't like, um, because we all don't like everybody, I have love for them also, because I know for a fact that we are all connected. We truly are. Uh, I've written poems that have the phrase in it, we are brothers and sisters and long lost cousins, because we kind of are. We all came from the same source from the beginning. Jill, do we have any comments or anything?
Yes, you do. Cher says, I apologize, but it's my first time using this platform and
Oh,
not sure how to comment. I would love a reading.
oh, well, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, welcome. And I'm glad you're here on Fireside. It's actually an amazing platform where we can interact with each other face to face right during the show. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to have Jill, which is my wife, she's my producer. I'm going to have her send you an invitation. Now, for me to do the reading, it's easier if you're on video. So, when she sends you that invitation, accept video. And then we will see you here in just a moment. And I think she's doing that now. So when you see that, just click on it and we'll be ready to get started. Cool. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. Let me press some buttons on my screen here so I can see you better. Okay. Share, right?
And she
Yes.
did, Sherry, you did a great job.
Yes. So you're new to the platform, but you're doing an excellent, excellent, excellent job.
Thank
So
you.
I'm really happy to see you and feel you. So um when I do readings, I do them kind of just like we are now. We're just sitting, we're hanging out. It's not going to be all mysterious and woo woo. It's just us kind of talking. As I talk to you, I will begin to connect to you, and then we'll start getting into, the reading and what it is that you're looking for this evening. So does that sound okay?
That sounds great.
Cool, cool, cool.
You have a safe word.
Oh, yes, I am supposed to tell you I do have a safe word because I connect to you emotionally. If anything starts getting a little too heavy for you, and I try not to get in too deep, because this is live. So the safe word is stop. So if anything gets too heavy, just say stop. You can say calmly stop, and I will stop and change gears and move to something else, or so on and so forth.
Okay, sounds good.
All righty. Have you ever had a psychic reading before?
Probably about 20 something years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, if it was 20 something years ago, maybe it wasn't a good experience. Was it a good experience?
It wasn't very memorable. It
Okay.
was, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're here, um, it means you're still searching,
Hmm.
uh, looking for that other connection. Okay. Now, with you, you are a very, and I know this sounds very general, but you are a very kind person. You're the type of person that really doesn't want to hurt anyone. Some people
Hmm.
don't care. Okay, they'll say anything to anybody, but you really don't want to hurt anyone. And you're the type of person, if you do hurt someone by mistake, you feel awful about it. You just feel awful, and you will try to make it right. Okay.
Hmm.
So as far as a person goes, you are just a wonderful person, uh, filled with a lot of love, and we need more of that here. Um, and you know this. You already know this. So I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm just telling you this stuff so you know that I'm connecting to you, because I've never met you before. We're on video. So this is the first time. So now that I kind of know who you are, and that's what I get at. I get at who you are at the core. So I've made the connection now. So, what I'm going to ask you is do you have a main concern right now, or something that you want to know about your life right now that's most pressing?
Yes. Do you want me to say it out loud?
Yes, I do want you to say it out loud.
Um, so financially, I'm fine. We are fine. But financial independence is a little different, if that makes any sense. Um, I don't know how to say
Okay,
it.
okay. Okay, let me see if I'm getting close. Uh so when you say financial independence, I got the feeling, this is again feeling, I'm an empath. So I get the feeling that there are there are other people involved in your life financially.
Mhm.
People that are trying to make decisions for you and your partner because of the financial connection. Am I close? Am I getting?
There's a few parts to it, and maybe. And my partner is very good. It's nothing about a control thing or anything. It's more about just my past and that wanting my own independence and working on things towards that, but wondering if that's coming.
Yes, that is coming. It might take a little while. And but that is up to you making some changes.
Okay.
Um it is, you know how early on I said, you're really kind and loving, and which is a great thing. A great, great thing. Um, but you're at the point in your life where you need to stop worrying about how someone else is going to feel about what you do.
You have no idea how right you are.
Okay? So and that's difficult for you
Very.
because your whole life you've been the same person. Okay? So where I say it's up to you, you really have to like focus, focus on what it is you want to do. And if you if your partner says things like, well, we're okay, you know we don't we're okay, you don't really have to do that, it why, we're living a good life, why do you have to go out on this other thing? Okay.
Right.
um Security isn't just financial security. Security is also knowing yourself and knowing that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Okay. So that's where you're lacking.
Hmm.
But I can tell you, you can absolutely, positively accomplish what you want to accomplish. And I'm saying it again. You really do have to be like, I'm doing it. And it's hard to not listen to the person you're closest to
Right.
because they get in your head.
Yeah.
and and your partner, a lot of times in these cases, it's the partner is actually really trying to be controlling, but that's not your case.
No.
Right, your partner is not trying to be controlling. It's just that they can't see it.
Yeah.
They just they just can't see it. And not until you accomplish what you wish to accomplish will they begin to understand it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So most things in life for people is up to us. It's usually on us. We may blame other people and say, "Oh, I can't do this because of this or that or whatever," but usually it's ourselves and our self doubt
Yeah.
that that interfere with things. Um, like like me, for an example, um, I was born an empath. I always felt it was a curse. Tried to
Yeah.
stay away from it because of all the things that would happen because of it, right? And now here I am doing a show. Okay. 6 years ago, I would not have done this. There's no way I would have done this 6 years ago. But I had to make up my mind um, to make a change, to put myself out there, to put myself in a way that I'm vulnerable. Might not work. Might not work. Let me ask my producer something again. Can you show me that again, Jill? I didn't get it all. Da 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 da. Okay. Um. Hmm. My producer asked me to ask you a question, but I'm not understanding that question. So, Jill, will you chime in, please? And Jill is my wife.
It may not be a good question, but my question, Cher, is well, it's really to you, Tony. I'm
Okay.
asking, does Cher need to explain her why to her partner? So she has a reason that she wants to do this.
Well,
Or does she just need to just do it?
well, I'm glad you brought that up, and I can skip over things because I already know, which is she's already done that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I didn't bring it up. She's already done that, and her partner's still not getting it. Um, it's like the Nike commercial. Just do it. Just start doing it, and things will change. Quite often on this show uh, and another show that I have, I will say do something different. Okay. And that's
Mm-hmm.
partly how you get started. So, whatever the area you want to go into, and I'm not picking up what that is, but I do know that it will change your life. Okay. I see big change, more change than you can possibly imagine. I see a lot of big change, good change. Yes,
Oh,
of
I
course.
love
Yeah, my producer again. Is it good change? Yes, it's great change. A lot of good stuff, but you just have to start and don't question. Just do it. So if, for example, if you going into this new area requires you to go back to school, okay? Uh you don't even have to say anything. You can say it after the fact. Because in your case, if you do say you're going, okay, well, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to take the first step, and you tell your partner, and you it's going to just start that cycle again.
right.
But we're fine. All is good. We have a good life. We go on vacations. We do whatever we want. Why rock the boat? Life is good. But life is not, you're not receiving getting the fulfillment for
Yeah.
you. It's like, and again, this is feelings. Now I'm back on just reading you. This is what I hear in your mind. I'm It's like questions. In your mind, it's questions. Am I just wasting my life by not doing what I'm supposed to do? And then you have other questions like, well, what if I don't do it? This is self doubt stuff. What if I don't do it? Will it make a difference?
Yeah.
But in reality, if you do it, it's going to make a big difference. Um, I have to ask you because I'm still not getting what it is. Um, does it have anything to do with healthcare, mental illness, anything like that?
No, a little bit different than that. Why I'm hesitating here is I've had another question in my head that I wanted to ask you. I
Oh,
don't want
ask
to
me, ask me.
monopolize your time. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just change
So
gears. Yeah.
it's changing gears, but it does involve the mental health.
Okay.
And I don't want to get too personal because but I have 4 children, one with mental health, and due to some issues with it, she's, um, I haven't talked to her in a year and a half.
Okay.
Um, and I wasn't going to bring that up, but I just thought I would ask.
And yeah. Okay. So yeah, she has issues that you are not equipped to handle. Okay. Um, and she's struggling. And being that you're not equipped to handle it, it just makes things worse. Okay. And she has a lot of love for you. I mean, a whole lot of love for you. You may think that she's really mad at you, and she is mad, but the love is is um is still there. Okay. Um. So know that that's a good thing. Do you? Well, I know you want to patch things up with her,
Mhm.
and I understand you don't know how because every time you reach out, it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad. Um, it's like when you reach out to her, matters only get worse,
Yeah.
and that's not your intent.
Mm-mm.
You're not you're not saying anything ugly to her. You're not saying, for lack of a better phrase, you're not saying, um, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, just get over. You're not doing um, uh, any of that. Uh, my producer wanted me to clarify that I was talking about professional help. It's, but you know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought. Um, so it is a difficult situation. The way for you to get started, and I'm specifically talking about with her, uh, to make contact with her again. But you have to be. I'm trying to find the right words. I was going to say unemotional, but that's not really what I don't want you to approach her unemotionally, but I don't want you. Yeah, here's what's happening. When you try to contact your daughter, or when you have contact with your daughter in conversations, she feels like, and this is her feelings, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it is accurate or not, these are her feelings. And her feelings is that you feel sorry for her.
Hmm.
She doesn't like that. And that makes her angry. But see,
Hmm.
this is your, this is the person you are. You're a loving person. You're a kind person. You're a nice person. So when you interact with her, she's feeling all of that. And she thinks it's you feeling sorry for her. And she doesn't want you to feel sorry for that. That's what upsets her.
Hmm.
So when you have conversations that right now you speak to her with this caring voice, this really caring, this really motherly type voice. And that's what gets her.
That's funny you say that because my sister just actually said something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's hard for you to change that because that's who you are. Okay.
Mhm.
And it's difficult with her. Um, because I would like to tell you to just stop that, but you can't. So we have to find a different way to approach that. So you still need to be you, but approach her in a way where you don't make her feel like you feel sorry for her.
Okay, I hear that. Yeah.
Um, and I'm still not seeing exactly how to do that. Um, in some cases, I like a situation like this. Um, I would tell a person to approach the loved one a little differently, more like a yes. Jill, you could take that note down. She's my wife is passing me notes of things that I'm getting ready to say. So and that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Approach her more like a friend than a mother. But
Okay.
in your case, even if you approach her as a friend, y- y- she will still receive that motherly voice and that motherly, um, yeah, feeling sorry for her. Um, okay. Um, yeah. In her case, you really do have to try to back off with that motherly feeling and concern and all of that. Um, Even though she's going through a lot of stuff and has been for years,
Yeah.
uh, it would be good for you to try to get a connection with her again because she does want that. She really does miss you, but she's not able to do it with the person you are. Okay.
Okay.
So probably the best way to do it with her is general conversation. Yeah. Like this is where you start. General conversation, an honest conversation, which is the honest conversation is that you love her and you miss her. Okay. But then the general conversation is, what's, you know, what's, yeah, see, with her, even to ask her, what's going on? How are you doing? That's even difficult for her.
Yeah, she is not open to phone calls right now, and I know it's probably what you're saying when even my voice seems to annoy her. So,
How is she with text or email?
Um, yeah, she's disconnected
No
from
good
it.
either.
No.
So she just can't do a conversation with you right now. That's what you're telling me. Period.
Yeah, and in her uh, on her side, I guess, is she was good at saying to me she wants me to respect her space. It's just hard as a mother. Um,
Yes.
but I guess more I know and just will she come back?
Have you wait, what was the last thing you said? You hope she comes back?
Will she come back to me? Yeah.
Eventually. Not tomorrow. And not 6 months from now. Jill did okay. Oh, she's telling me to stop clicking my pen. She keeps me on track, I tell you. Um, have you ever sent her a quick small text?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, short. Like,
I
hey, just want to let you know I love you and I will respect your space or something like that.
I did. That was I had done that for a while, just short texting, just to let you know I love you.
No, that's okay. Let me stop. You said you did that for a while. How many times did you do that?
It was probably
And over what time period?
it was maybe once a week over.
Oh yeah. Can't do that.
No.
Do it once and stop. Because when you do it once a week, you're still there. You're still the concerned mother. You're still it's still bothering her.
Right.
Okay. So best what you do is just do it one more time and also apologize for doing it so much before. And this time when you do it, just stop after that. Yeah. And you could also, or if not in to get into that, you could just send a just saying hi and a cute emoji. Um, and then don't do it again. Give her space. 'Cause that's what she needs. And when I say space, 6 months from now, don't do it again. Okay?
Okay.
Because to be she doesn't want to be where you and her don't speak. Okay? But she's dealing with stuff that you can't understand.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's getting help for it.
I think there's somebody new in her life who I think is very positive and is going to be help.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, she well, yeah, just give her some space. This
Okay.
is really complicated.
Yeah.
Um and she's not here, so I don't want to say too much, but this it's really complicated. So just give her what she asked for. So again, just say hi and apologize. I still say apologize for not giving her enough space, and then really give her some space. Do not contact her until she contacts you. Could be 6
Okay.
months, you know, could be longer. Um, but she needs time to heal. And every time you contact her, it sets her back,
Yeah, and I know
like
that.
more than you can know. It really messes her up. So the best thing is some distance that she needs, and respect it.
Okay.
And then try to be happy. Okay? Because when you carry this with you, it's not good for you. Okay? So if there's other things that in life that you should be doing, you are not doing them because this holds you up. This stops you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's about it. I hope that helps some.
It does. Yeah. I appreciate it.
And before you go, do you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
Nothing. Anyone that's passed on that you're curious about?
Very much so. I didn't know if that was part of this, but
Yeah, quite often I can connect to someone, your loved one on the other side. Um, so let's give it a try.
it would be my mom.
Okay, give me a second, or two, or three. Now, mind you, when I connect to someone on the other side, I'm connecting to who they are and who they are now, where they're at, and kind of who they were when they were here. Your mother's, quite often, when we pass on, uh, we've got some lessons to learn from the life that we lived while we were here. And for the most part, she's pretty good. She wasn't perfect. She actually she wasn't perfect, but you and her kind of similar.
Yeah.
They're kind of similar. The same type of people. Although she she saw the world uh like she saw the world. Oh no, let me okay. She saw the world like Leave It to Beaver show.
Hmm.
Okay. So that was her image of the world.
Very much. Yeah.
So she was naive to many things of this world. okay, that we live in. So she wasn't able to get a complete picture of this world. It was kind of her own world,
Mhm.
which was a good one for her, okay? But it wasn't a clear picture. So that's what she had to learn when she went to the other side. And it didn't take long. She was pretty good because she's a good soul. She's she's a little saddened about the relationship with your daughter,
Yeah.
but she has an eye on her. Okay. So our loved ones on the other side can keep an eye on the loved ones here. So she has an eye on her. So while you're keeping a distance, your mother's watching out for her. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so know where you may feel like, oh, my daughter's all alone. My daughter is troubled. I hope everything is going to be okay. Know that your mother is trying to sway her from doing anything bad. Okay.
Okay.
So your daughter is not alone. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, your mother's good. She's happy. She loves you. She's watching out for your daughter. And when your mother was alive, she wouldn't have had a problem with your life as it is now.
No.
But now she knows different,
Mm.
and she wants you to pursue what you want to pursue. When she was alive, she would have been on the side of your partner,
Mhm.
but not anymore.
Hmm.
Not anymore. Now she wants you to do stuff and accomplish stuff and show the world how fantastic you are. Yeah, yeah. I thought she's good.
Good. I just wanted to hear she's good.
Yeah, no, she's really good. It's sometimes when people live a certain type of life, um, they have a hard time understanding when they get to the other side. So it takes them a little longer to get, to grasp hold to the lessons. But for her, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know." She was like fascinated to know that the world is more than the way she saw it when she was here.
Hmm.
So she was very accepting of it, which is a good thing. Quite
Yeah.
often, people aren't accepting when they get to the other side.
She was not ready to go when she went, and she fought it very hard, and that's why I've always sorta struggled that I didn't know if she was okay, and
Yeah, the reason she fought it is because she lived her life with blinders, if that makes sense to you.
yes, yeah.
So that's why she fought it. She couldn't comprehend what the other side would be like. and most people can't, but because of her blinders that that she's had most of her life, she that's why she wasn't ready. It was like she was saying, I don't want to leave because I won't have control.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm hearing her say. Yeah, I didn't want to leave because I was afraid I wouldn't have control anymore. And that was important to her while she lived here, to be the woman that she was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was that, a fear of not having control and a fear of the unknown. And again, the unknown was because she kind of had lived her life with blinders,
Right.
and not a awful life. She wasn't mean to people, or she again, like you, she wouldn't intentionally try to hurt someone.
No.
Yeah. So I hope that helped too. Whoa, we're almost at an hour. Before I go, because I usually do this show for about an hour. One more question? Anything else?
No, that was really great.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad I helped.
Yes, and thank you to Jill.
You heard that, right, Jill? Thank you. Say you say you're more than welcome.
You're more than welcome.
Everyone knows us, whether it's here on Fireside, we have other shows here. Everyone knows that Jill keeps me straight. If she wasn't around, oh my gosh, I wouldn't have anybody around to tell me that's not what you meant. So she does that well. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Well, Cher, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
very
hope
much.
this was a good experience.
Yes.
Definitely hope it was a better experience than the one you had 20 years ago.
Yes.
It
Thank
was
you.
unmemorable. Okay.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for coming here. And please come back anytime you
I
want.
will for sure.
Even if you don't, you don't want a reading, but please come back. You can make comments and all of that, which would be nice. And it would be nice seeing you in the audience.
Yes, I love this. Thank you.
All right. You are very welcome. We're going to have Jill take you down off the stage because you're not quite familiar with the app yet.
Oh.
And she'll take you down in just a second. Oh, there you go. You are down. You don't have to do anything else. And I'm getting ready to close out the show. So let's see if I know how to do that. All right. Well, another wonderful show. At least I think so. And thank you, Sherry, because we wouldn't have... Cher, sorry. Thank you, Cher. I don't know. That Sherry keeps popping in my mind for the last 2 hours for some reason. I don't know why. Usually there's a reason when somebody's name keeps popping in my head. But thank you, Cher. I really do appreciate this. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I am happy. All right, the music you're hearing right now is Feel Freedom by Sound Mix. And the music I'll use for the open is, let's see if I can remember, Feel the Wave by Emilio Maroon. So that's the show for this week. Next week, not next week, oh yeah, it is next week's show, is Embrace Your Power. That's going to be next Tuesday at 9 Eastern. Embrace your power, because the deal is we as human beings have way more power than we realize. And as usual, I love you all. If you listened in replay, I love you too. And keep coming back and keep checking out the show. I'm going to turn off the video, and that means I'm getting closer to ending the show. And video is off. So now let's see if we can end the show. So again, I love you all. Till next time. Bye.